Hello guys, and welcome back to another interesting video. And a technician brought this Tecno device to me. He told me please help me out because I've tried my best and it's not working. So I asked him to give it to me and let me do my best. So here is a video of how I was able to troubleshoot and repair this phone. This phone, when you plug in charger, it shows only the blue light on top and it's not powering on at all. So that is the problem of this phone, as you can see right there on the screen. All right, so the phone is not powering on. So stay tuned, you're going to learn a lot of things from this video, like I always tell you guys. And pay close attention. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell icon for future updates. And if you are interested in our online training, please DM us on the numbers on the screen and we're going to help you become a better technician. All right, let's proceed in the troubleshooting. The first thing we're going to do is to take the voltage reading of the battery. That's the first thing you should do as a technician. All right, let's take the voltage reading of the battery. We need to take we need to see the voltage that the battery is having. Maybe it's because of the battery, that's why it's not working, and the voltage on the battery is not working. Let's go to the DC power supply and connect the DC power supply and see the reaction. Take note of the reaction on the DC power supply. That is what we call auto ampere reading. Auto ampere reading. All right, when you get that on the DC power supply, it shows that there is a short on the phone. There is a short on the phone. Now anything can be short. It could be capacitor, it could be IC, it could be diode, it could be anything on the PCB, but it's our job to troubleshoot and find out where the problem is. That is what we call troubleshooting. All right, the first thing you need to do, like I always tell you guys, is to do physical inspection. Physical inspection is a way of looking at the PCB physically to observe if there's any burnt, any corrosion, any abnormalities on the PCB. All right, and with what I've seen so far, the PCB is okay. All right, now let's implore the use of our our multimeter to take readings, because our multimeter cannot deceive us. All right, let's go ahead and take VBAT reading, and the first thing I'm going to see on my VBAT 0.154, which is a very abnormal reading for a VBAT reading on diode mode. I hope you guys are following me. Okay, so now testing the neighboring components, reading the neighboring component around the VBAT. Okay, and look at that, we have 0.019, which is a short. So I have flipped the PCB over and I'm trying to take readings of the components around. If you want to learn how to do all these things, please join our line training to have more deep knowledge on how to troubleshoot this stuff. Now there's a capacitor next to the power IC. I'm going to show you the reading right now, 0.026, and that's a very bad reading. Okay, that resistance, the resistance value is too low, all right, for that capacitor. Okay, all right, what's the next thing that we are going to do? Since we find out that capacitor is shorting, one of the ways in which you can eradicate this problem is to either remove the capacitor. Okay, when you remove the capacitor, you take another reading. If it's still shorting, that means the capacitor is okay. That means there's something connected to the capacitor that has problem, and that's what we are going to find out right now. We are going to inject voltage on that capacitor and we are going to see what is eating up. Okay, that is very, very important. Now let's go to the thermal camera to help us detect where the short is really coming from. All right, if you are here, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. As you can see right on the screen, you can see there is a short right there. There is a red spot right there. And where is the red spot coming from? I'm going to show you right away. And the red spot is coming from this power IC. Okay, it's coming from the power IC. All right, we are going to remove the power IC right away. So like I said, you can either inject your voltage on the battery connector, positive line of the battery connector, or on that capacitor that was reading short. I hope you guys are following me. So that's how to detect where the short is coming from. And now I'm going to remove the power IC right away. I'm going to remove the power IC right away. All right, guys. So after removing the power IC, we are going to see what next to do. Okay, now I'm going to clean. Obviously I know the power IC is a problem right now, so I'm just going to clean the parts and install a new power IC. All right, then we are going to take another reading. So here is the process to cleaning the parts and installing a new power IC, a working power IC on this device I'm working with right now. If you're interested in our online training, please DM us on the numbers on the screen, and we are going to help you become better technicians. A lot of students have joined our online training across the world, across different countries, and they're all giving their testimonies. We are going to equip you to become better than you are. I mean, a better version of yourself, and that's a promise. It's not just a mere saying. All right. So trust us today and join our online training. This is the power IC I removed, and that's the new one I installed right away. So let's go into testing the device, if it's working or if it's not working. But before we go on testing it, either it's working or not, we need to read with our multimeter. We need to take another reading with the multimeter to see the value we were getting, on the VBAT line or on that capacitor right beside the power IC. 0.610. That's a very perfect and good reading. Let's go back to the VBAT and let's observe the difference in the readings. Okay, look at it right now. 0.393. That's the perfect reading as well, compared to 0.0 compared to 0.15 something thereabouts previously. So guys, if you're interested in our online training and you want to also become a better technician, you want to have a PCB and handle it without asking for help, please join our online training. Join our online training. DM us on the numbers on the screen, and we are going to tell you the next step to take in joining our online course or online program, and you are going to learn a lot. Trust me. All right. Okay, now let's go ahead and power on the phone, and let's see if it's going to power on or not. Let's go ahead and trigger the power key right away. All right, let's go. And the phone is working. It must work, right, guys? It must work, because we know what we are doing. We are not doing a guesswork, and we have been in this business for many years now, so we are not doing guesswork. So come and learn out of what we have as experience, so that you can become better at what you do as a technician. DM us on the numbers on the screen for either physical training or online training. All right, thank you so much for watching, guys. This is a power IC we removed from that device, and the new power IC is installed. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and I'm going to see you in another video. Peace.